Jess, and I just want to talk a little bit about what kind of letters I've been sending Tyler during basic military training. I've been sending him 1 letter a day because he said that's not too much. He said he's going to need it to keep him going, so that's what I'm doing. And so I'm really just trying to encourage him and making sure that 1 letter gets into the mail each day, and I'm numbering them, so I write day 1, day 2 on each of them, so he's able to, if he gets them all at once, he'll know which ones to read in what order. And then I'm also making sure to date those because I know he's going to keep them and he's going to want to look back and remember the date. So in every letter I've been sure to do a little today's update just to give him a little update on my life, and it helps me keep him in the loop and know that I can tell him everything that's going on in my day. I typically in the today's update write something like, so we did this and this happened, just to keep him a little bit in the know of what's going on in our life, and it helps me be able to just talk with him. It kind of feels more like a conversation to him. Even though it's one-sided, it still feels like a conversation to him, and I know that he's able to know what's going on back at home. I've also done a ton of letters with just words of encouragement and affirmation and just telling him how proud I am of him. So I'd say a lot of my letters are encouragement. And I've just been super positive. Even if I'm having a rough day, I don't want, like, I'm gonna be real with him. I'm gonna tell him, like on Sunday, it was a really emotional day for me. So I told him, I'm like, I'm really missing you, and I know we can do this, but it's been a really hard day, and so for me emotionally, I'm struggling. I made sure to still be positive and tell him we can do this, you know, but I did open up and told him I was struggling that day. But majority of my letters have been super positive and encouraging and just reminding him why we're doing this and that he can do this and that I'm super proud of him and encouraging him that I'm thankful for him doing this to support our family. I also did some fun ones where I would just update him with his favorite soccer team because he loves soccer, and so his team's Tottenham, and so I'll just give him a little update on the Tottenham score if they play a game, which has been, I bet he enjoys that. I haven't really heard much, but I know he loves keeping up with his team, and when he's there, he can't keep up with it, so give him a little taste of the outside world. I also have sent him a letter from our pup, and so it was just from Bubba's point of view, and I added some little pictures in there. I put one of me and Bubba and then one of Bubba. We did a sleepover at my sister's house, and so I just, on the letter, it was a picture of Bubba laying on, we call her Auntie H, it's my sister Heather, and so I said, in the letter from Bubba, I said, and Auntie H let me sleep on her couch, and so it was a little picture of him sleeping on her couch. It was cute. I know he'll find it to be really sweet, so just ways to be funny. And so a letter from Bubba because I know he cherishes Bubba and misses him. I also got these cute little, they're from Hobby Lobby, but these encouragement quotes, and they're little squares like this big, nothing huge or anything, but they just have little quotes of encouragement. So sometimes I'll stick that into the card because you can't send any packages or anything big, but that'll give him just a little quote of encouragement. And I'm also including Bible verses into a lot of the cards because then I know he's going to enjoy having those to lean on, having scripture to lean on while he's there. Another one that I really enjoyed doing was little fill in the blanks, and so I would write one of the questions was, how were the shots? Did you get sick? And then I had a little blank next to it. What do you eat for breakfast? Things like that. And I also am super curious if they get coffee there. And so I asked him, are you getting coffee? And then a little blank next to it so he could answer. And then I put a little joke next to that one. So I'm putting a little fill in the blank ones and then including humor into it too because I want to make him smile. I've also done quite a few letters of just how I'm growing in myself personally because I know, like right before he left, he told me, he was like, he said, I really want you to grow. And so, and of course I want to grow for myself, but he's also wanting to hear how I grow. So if I read anything or if anything sticks out to me in my devotionals or my Bible study, then I'll usually include that into the letter and say, this really hit me, or this song hit me, just whatever it is. And so just to kind of show him or tell him, because if we were in person, I'd be telling him. So I just tell him over a letter. We always talk about books together, and so we were right before he left, we were reading this Jen Hatmaker book called Interrupted, and we were both really, really enjoying it. Super good. Highly recommend it. But we would talk about it, and so he never finished it right before he left, so he'll finish it when he gets back. But I finished it, and so I put little quotes in there of things that stuck out to me, just to kind of, they were super encouraging quotes from the book, and so it'll encourage him, and just things that I'm thinking about. And another thing that I'm doing, because we always talk about songs together as well, and when we find new songs, we share them with each other. And so on Spotify, because I found a ton of songs, and I'm like, I need to show this to Tyler, or I need to show this one to him. And so what I did was I created a little playlist on there that I called it Show Tyler. Nothing very creative, but just songs that I want to show him. And so when he gets back, when he's at tech school, I'll give him that playlist. So, because there are things that I think he's going to enjoy. So just ways to keep him connected to me in some way. But those are some of the letter ideas that I've given him, plus my playlist, which is kind of unrelated, but I did enjoy that. One other one. It was a list of reasons why I love him. So he can read that, and it's just a ton of reasons why I love him, why I married him. So just to show him some love. But a lot of my letters have been encouragement, because I can imagine that's what he's needing. I hope that you're able to take some of these ideas and write to your airmen using them.